EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up. Hey! It's on!
In motion comes the tight end left. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now it's Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now inside the 25. Pushes him aside at the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
That's just a great drive to begin a ball game because just about any head coach will tell you, we want to establish the run early on, and that allows you to really open up things from there. And not only were they able to do that, but they finished things off with a touchdown run as we just saw there.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Good. Run.
Godwin, the motion man. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he goes out right around the 39. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Regular.
They'll try it now with Irving. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Run. Good.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 18 on the play. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Real. Hey, alert 33. Point it right. Watch out.
Mayfield now. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
They'll start on the ground. Here's Ali. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now 2nd and 9. Now the first carry here for the running back. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
No, we changed it. That's right. That's right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jackson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Set.
In motion right, Evans. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first. Here's a 2nd and 8. Baker going to give it to Irving. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Now a give, Irving running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
34-yard line.
What's that?
Mayfield to throw it. That's caught by Durham. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Mayfield. That is caught, and he will take it in for the touchdown. Chris Godwin. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Armadillos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Kalijah Cansey, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Regular. What's that?
A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Good. Regular. Good.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Kings. Run. What's that?
Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they... Past the 30.
They're on the 32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 10. Jackson now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here's Jackson to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Kings! Done.
Following the interception, Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Real. Hey, alert 33. What's what?
Mayfield off the play fake. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22.
Point it right. Done.
Irving is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Let's go. Hey, middle. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up. Oh. Yo.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown. Mike Evans, 54 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. And now here's a carry heading left. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Jackson from the shotgun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down at 7. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise I think was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. On the handoff, this is Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 quarters in the books. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Here's a handoff to Irving. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Throwing, Mayfield, buying time to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Baker Mayfield, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Armadillos extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw again is Jackson. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So this offense able to convert on fourth. And now a fresh set of downs here. First and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Yaya Diaby. He's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. To throw is Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
From the gun, Jackson.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. Throw out wide is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Hey, middle.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point forthcoming. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Armadillos 33, Ravens 21.
Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
We changed it. 13.
Here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Go. Sit up. Hands up.
Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Second and 11 now. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So it's a win for the home side, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, CD, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he was definitely the X factor. He had 3 touchdown passes, ran for another, and really had this defense grasping for straws throughout much of this ball game.
So for Paris, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.